I got to the Elite Division with no money spent on FIFA 23, and here is what I learned along the way. People load up an absurd amount of money on this game, and we've got to find a way to beat them when we're running a no money spent RTG. Let's go through the tips and tricks that can elevate your FIFA game to help you get to that glory land, the Elite Division. Also, with one particular tip not yet spoken about on FIFA 23. During the grind of climbing the Division Rivals ladder, you will reach checkpoints. When you reach checkpoints, you can use them to your advantage massively. What it means is that if you lose that FIFA game, you do not go back, you sit where you were. So, what does that mean for us when we're climbing through the ladder? Well, if we're losing 2-1 in the 60th minute or drawing, you may as well throw everything at the opponent. Go press on possession loss, constant pressure, put all of your team to get forward and do your absolute most to win that game, because why not? We're not going to go anywhere anyway. You will get so many extra wins from doing this because there's no point in settling for that draw. It's either a win or lose scenario. But saying that, you will notice as you're climbing the ladder that you will have hot streaks. This is where you win 2 games or more in a row and you effectively miss out a ladder system on FIFA 23. My advice here, when you are on that hot streak, keep things going, keep things moving. If you're playing well on that night, keep playing those games until you eventually end up taking a loss. Some days you log on and you just feel good. Everything clicks for you. Take advantage of that and see if you can fly through some of the checkpoints. Throughout the stretch of Division 1, I faced some absolute demons that all had better teams than me. We spent no money, right? Our team is just full of SBC players. We had to deal with it. And how did we do that? Substitutions. People forget that you have 5 subs available on FIFA 23. Take advantage of them. The opponent never seems to use all of those subs. I can't tell you the amount of times we brought on Big Sorloff at the back post and he grabs us that winner in the 90th minute. It just works. Make sure you use your subs. When climbing the ladder, playing the meta obviously helps. Having tools like the Travella shot, the German cross, over the top through balls and some skill moves will help you win more games. Saying that though, I do want you to play your own play style. That's what worked for me to get to the Elite Division, and that's what will work for you. But the main thing that I want you to take from this tip is to have variety in attack. No attack should be the same. Use different widths in the attack, some different triangles, the player lock, the Travellas, whatever it may be. Keep the opponent guessing. The more diverse you are in the attack, the harder you are to defend against. If the opponent can't figure out what you're doing, it is so difficult to play against. So please make sure you have different tools available in that attacking scenario. But saying that, when you are playing across all of the different divisions on your journey, you're going to face 5 at the back formations, 3 at the back, 4 at the back, 1 opponent that plays wide, 1 opponent that plays narrow. Whatever it is, you need to have your tactics and game plan set up. I know if an opponent plays 5 at the back, I switch to my 4-3-2-1. The opponent's running something fairly neutral, I will play my 4-2-2-2. Make sure you have a tactic set up for every single game plan on FIFA 23. Our 4-2-2 tactics are on screen now. That's what I've used in the majority of my games in the build up to the Elite Division, and we will give you the player instructions later on in the video. To climb the ladder though, I did need to make sure that my defense was on point. It is so difficult to defend at times on FIFA 23, especially for a lot of casual players. Make sure you are tracking the over the top through balls with right stick switching. Use second man press, try and cover the lanes and just be active in the defense. If the opponent beats your midfield, you might need to change to your centre back. The key here is to not dive out of position. Don't pull your defenders miles out so they're so far apart from each other. Remain calm, remain balanced and remain neutral. The defensive line is in a good shape, a solid 4. it's so difficult for the opponent to find that way through. It's more on them to do something special rather than you messing up and the opponent capitalizing on that. Defending is an absolute art on FIFA 23. We have done a video on defending, so you can click the video up here should you wish to be able to help you. But speaking of your opponent and what your opponent may do, when you load into a Division Rivals game, spend the first 10 to 15 minutes actively thinking about what is the opponent doing? What is their play style? Are they a skiller? Do they want to hit on the counter attack maybe? What formation are they playing? Do they want to cross the ball? Are they trying to look for Haaland over the top? When you actively think about what the opponent may be looking for and you identify their strengths and weaknesses, it makes it so much more easier for you to defend. For example, when I'm playing in the top divisions, I identify very quickly how good this opponent is. If they allow me to pass the ball into my strikers from the centre mid, I'm going to keep looking for that. If I know they're a top level player and they're going to go for goalkeeper movement, I can just shoot at that near post instead. It's all about mind games and trying to put yourself in the opponent's shoes to win that mind battle. During our grind through the Elite Division though, set pieces was something that helped me massively. Having the ability to score from free kicks and corners, whether it's an outside of the foot shot for a free kick, or whether we've got a corner routine, or even directly scoring from corners, these different methods and tools will get you extra goals, which in turn count for extra wins. Our coaching students took advantage of these set piece routines in the Alexbee Academy. You can join that from as little as £4 per month. A link is in the description if you're interested. The big lesson that I learned when I was getting out-teamed on FIFA is that it doesn't always mean that the opponent is good. I see it in the comment section all the time from you. How does everyone have these great teams? It's about what you do as the individual. Yes, teams can help, but if we got to the Elite Division with £0 spent, then you could do that as well. When you identify the opponent's strengths and weaknesses in their team, for example, they've got a Kyle Walker. I won't go near Kyle Walker at right back. I'll keep the ball down the opposite side. Or if they've got a bad fullback or a bad centre mid, can you capitalise on that? Their opponent may have a good team, but try and find any weakness in that team where you can. It does also go without saying that the Elite Division is harder to reach on FIFA 23, and the reason for that is there is less checkpoints. When we got to Division 1, there's one checkpoint to get you into that Elite Division. It's halfway through, so it is going to be tougher. You might look back and go, yeah, but FIFA 22, I got to the Elite Division with ease. This is a completely different ball game. Be kind to yourself. Be realistic. Don't expect to fly through Division 1 and eventually get to that Elite Division. Earlier on, we did speak about the 4-2-2-2. If you want to know our player instructions for that, you can click this video here, which will take you over and give exactly that.